This is another one I've heard nothing but high reviews for, and this is House of the Devil. Now, House of the Devil came out in the special edition packaging. I haven't opened it yet. I was actually, just for this reason, just to show you how it comes, and then I'm going to watch it. I just recently got this because of the snowstorm and everything else. This got delayed, and UPS couldn't get the shipment here and everything else. But House of the Devil is kind of one of those throwback movies that a lot of people were talking about. It was done in the vein of a very early 80s, late 70s horror. And I mean, I don't want to give too much away because I only know a brief synopsis of the movie. And then on top of that, you know, I don't know that much about it because I haven't seen it yet. I was actually waiting to see it on video and just wanted to show you guys before I opened it up and watched the DVD. I probably will not watch the VHS. I might check it out, but I kind of want to just have it as a collectible. And I don't know if you can tell here, and you might not be able to see, but the DVD is shrink wrapped to the VHS. Then inside there, the DVD is still shrink wrapped, and the VHS is still shrink wrapped. So it's a double shrink wrap. So like if I tear that open, you know, you can still have a sealed new copy of the VHS. I would say if you're a fan of VHS, go to Amazon and try to pick this up while it's still available. There's only been a handful of VHS things released in the last few years, and they're all kind of specialty items, and they're done as collectibles. Lost Season 5 had a promotional VHS tape that came with it if you bought the Dharma exclusive package or whatever it was called for Season 5 of Lost, and I did pick that up, and that was kind of cool. Probably only got like 15 minutes of footage on that tape. It's very lightweight, not very much video on there. But this is actually cool. It's got the, looks like the old Gold Star new release that used to actually be put on videos back in the 80s. But it's actually printed into the material, so that's not actually a sticker. But I will have to let you know what I think of this later, or you know, if you guys want to ask what I think of it later, that's fine. But I probably won't watch the VHS, so I don't know if we'll have very much answers for that. I kind of want to keep that sealed as a collectible. But I will watch that DVD. I just wanted to show you guys, I don't know if you're aware that they even put this out. I didn't know it was coming, so you may know. The rest of these are just VHS I picked up recently, just a handful of them. This is the one I'm most excited about. I finally got The Midnight Hour, which is a movie that I've remembered since I was a kid. It used to come on a lot, like I think on CBS or something like that in the 80s. It came on like 2 or 3 Halloweens that I remember as a child. And I used to think that it was really, you know, an interesting, strange story. And then I didn't know the name of it until the early 2000s. And then this went out of print very early on, VHS and DVD. The DVD now is well over $100. VHS you can get for like 25 bucks if you get lucky. And honestly, I think it's in full screen either way since it was a made-for-TV movie. So I just spent, you know, I got this for like $20 plus shipping. I just went ahead and got the VHS because I didn't really want to dump $100 into this thinking that it may come back out. But this is, Anchor Bay put these out in the early 2000s, and it's actually kind of a nice case. It's got the wraparound art, similar to like a DVD case. The tape, though, is very, very plain. As you can see there, it doesn't even have a sticker, very little information. But yeah, it's kind of like a very made-for-TV kind of movie too when you watch it. But for me, it's a nostalgic movie, and it's very rare. This is a movie I've heard nothing but good things about forever and a day, and it's never been out on DVD. And this is The Town That Dreaded The Town That Dreaded Sundown. And supposedly this is loosely based, I think, on a true story. I don't know how accurate this is to anything that was based on, but this is a movie that a lot of people talk about if they like slasher-style films or, you know, very 70s type of horror, 80s horror. So if you're into 70s and 80s stuff and rare things, horror movies that maybe, you know, you haven't seen just because they haven't been out on DVD, this is definitely one you want to check out. The only thing I might say, though, is this movie also is expensive. I got this for about 20 bucks on half.com, but I ended up getting this version here, which, God, I hope this thing will even come out. This thing's really in there. That case is almost mint, so I've been trying to pull it out, and I got it out once and looked how, you know, great it looked, but I put it back in this hard case that they sent this in just because it's so difficult to get in and out. But this is the original tape, and it really, I had a lot of I had a really hard time and a lot of time spent trying to look at this, trying to figure out if this is SP or EP, which is standard play, extended play, and come to find out, I think it is an LP, which is kind of an odd. That's an odd speed, but it's not the best quality you can have. The best quality on these is SP for a standard VHS. The only other thing that you can have is Super VHS or something like that, I think. But SP is the one that uses the most amount of tape and has the best signal. Plays back at a higher speed. This is LP, which I don't think is the worst, but it's a lighter weight tape, and I think SLP or EP has got to be the worst. But this is kind of a middle speed. Not too happy about that, so you might check before you buy something to see if you can get the SP version, because I know that people have mentioned it in descriptions. It was SP, but much more expensive than that. This is another movie I got that it's very rare and very hard to find. This is The Horror Show. I don't believe this is out on DVD. If it is, it may be in a different region, or it might have been out of print for a long time. This is actually known by another alternative title, which is House, if you're familiar with House and House 2, the second story. This is House 3. Although, for whatever reason, House 3 never really gets mentioned here in America, and when you buy the full box set of House, like from the UK or something like that, that's what this will be. And then here in the US, it's called The Horror Show. I have seen this. It's been a while. The thing that comes across as odd for me for The Horror Show is that this is actually similar to the movie, I think it's called Shocker, the one that Wes Craven did, that has the guy that plays Skinner on the X-Files, and he plays the guy that gets electrocuted, and he gets executed in the electric chair, and then he comes back. It's oddly similar to this movie, and it actually came out at a very similar time too. So it's very weird that two movies that are so strange can be so much alike and just come out almost right on top of each other. I think they both came out like late 80s. So if you've seen Shocker, watch Horror Show and see what you think of that. Or if you've seen Horror Show, watch Shocker and you'll see what I mean. Or maybe you might have got the two of them mixed up like I did for many years. I didn't realize that this was a different movie. I used to see this and think this was Shocker, and I thought that they changed the name. But either way, this is just another VHS. This is actually a new sealed copy, supposedly, I hope. But I'm trying to get a full copy of all the House movies. So I've got House 4 coming in on VHS also. That's another one that's not out on DVD Region 1 here in the United States. But for right now, this is all I've got. Hopefully I'm still going to take you guys in there to do the collection. I got to get one more shelf up, and I'm just running out of space, and I've got kind of stuff scattered, so I want to really get that nice before you come in and just take a check all that out. And another thing I want to talk about, though, is how many subscribers I've got. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and stick around and watch all these. I think I've got like over 50 subscribers now. That's a modest number, of course, if you're one of those people out there that's got 1,000 subscribers or something. But for me, that's a big deal. I appreciate you guys. So other than that, that's it. Until next time, take care. Thanks. Bye.